This short class is going to focus on your lower body. We're going to use the mini loop for resistance, and we're also going to use the long band at an extra bit of resistance as well. It's quite short. You only use your bands and a mat, so really good if you go in your holes. Just take them with you and off you go. So we're going to start on hands and knees. And just coming into a position where you've got equal weight between left and right, equal weight between front and back, and we're not rounding or overextending the spine. We're finding that neutral position. Activate your shoulder blades, try and turn the ground out slightly, lift the breastbone up so we're nice and steady. Start with your right leg. As you breathe out, keep a bend in the knee, lift up into the resistance band to take that foot to the ceiling. So there's quite a few watch points whenever we're doing these exercises on hands and knees. One of the biggest things we tend to see is a lean to the side. So I want you to have a look down at your thigh and check that it's vertical, so that the left hip sits directly above the left knee. Now sometimes if we put lots of weight on our hands, that's really difficult to achieve. So perhaps just a tad more weight onto the knee, sort of sitting back into that hip, into that glute on the left side to make you use it. We're going to change the leg movement, slide the left leg out straight. We're lifting up into the resistance band, out breath on the lift, in breath on the lower. Okay, we've got another 8, 7, 6, point your toes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tuck it in. We take it into a clam now. So still with a bent knee, we're going to take the leg out to the side, back in. So this is where it's really tempting to lean to your left. So you only take the leg as far to the right as you can without leaning into the left. Yeah, so you're holding your posture as steady as you can over the center of the mat. Out breath on the way out, in breath to return. Okay, we'll do another 4, 3, 2, and then last one. Can we add a little circle to that movement? So we're kind of combining it all together. So as you breathe out, maintain your posture, lift up. And then circle, open the knee out to the side, tuck it back in. And just as you were doing with your clam, as you're taking the leg out to the side, really fight that tendency to shift your weight to the left. So we hold really steady posture over the center here. Circle it round. Cool, we do another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take that straight over onto your side. So that leg that's been doing the work with the lift, that's going to be your top leg. So lying on the left-hand side. Keep a lift of your lower waist. Try and keep a neutral spine position. Little bend in your knees, bend in your hips. The heels are roughly in line with your bum. Hover the heels slightly, start your first round. We're going to do 10 clams. 9, 8, 7. As you clam, don't twist your spine. 5, 4. So this hip bone doesn't move, it stays pointing forwards or slightly downwards. 3, 2, 1. We lower down. Reach your top leg out straight. Think length through your waist here. Don't sink into that lower waist. Lift for 10. 9. No movement through your back. 8, 7. Really isolating it to your hip. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back in. We're going to work through a side kick now. So we're going to start that with a bent knee. So we glide backwards into the resistance, we glide forwards into the resistance. Now if you find that that's relatively easy and you'd like to challenge that movement, just straighten your leg out, if you've got room. Okay, and you continue that glide forwards and backwards. What we don't want to see is the swinging action with your back as well. So we lock the spine into position, whether it's bent leg or straight leg, and we're gliding forwards and backwards for another 4, 3, 2, there's my whip it, hello, 1, straighten that leg out, we circle, 10 backwards, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. Guess what? We've got to do it on the other side. So we'll stop in the middle here. Let's just have a quick stretch through cat-cow. Everybody loves a stretch. Round through your spine. Stick your bottom out, ripple through the spine, lift the chest, look up. We'll do a few more. Last one. Okay, let's set ourselves back up in that 4-point balance posture. Lock the hands, lock the shoulder blades, lift the breastbone, keeping your ribs up and in slightly. We go lift and lower, left leg doing the work now on that lift. But you'll still feel like that leg that's on the ground, so this hip, has to work to hold, otherwise I'm going to shift over. So don't be alarmed if you're feeling it working on both sides, that's fine. Good. Bent leg lift, bent leg lower. Stay strong through your upper body as well. So what we don't want to see is this, okay? So you've got to keep yourself pushing the ground away, locking those shoulder blades into position. Right, we go for our straight leg. Just checking I've got room behind me. Reach the leg out long, pick it up for 10. 9, point your toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Next one. Clams. Reset. Pushing out and into the resistance band. Take it out, take it in. Now leaning to your right, so you don't want this movement to happen. So you're really strong through the center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then, can we put it all together? So a little semicircle. Reset if you need to. We go foot to ceiling, open the hip, circle it round. So we're again trying to hold that position in the middle. Now your circle can be really small if you need it to be, because we don't want that sway, so even just that is enough if you need to. Okay? Keep going, nearly there. Last few. And then we've got that same sideline sequence in 3, 2, and 1. So we pivot now and we lie onto the right side. Reach the arm out straight and stack yourself up so hips are one on top of the other. Definitely not rotating back, but you could have a little rotation forwards. So heels, as I say, roughly in line with your bum. Hover them slightly and we start to clam for 10. 9, isolating it to your hip. 7, glue your heels together, squeeze them, find that connection. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower it down. Reaching the leg out long. Keep your waist lifted on that lower side, keep it still on the top side. 10, 9, 8, Bobby, 7, 6, what are you doing? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower it down, bring it together, side kick, glide forwards, glide backwards. You can have fingertip support here if you need to, but don't grip the ground. Maybe imagine a little meringue underneath your hand. You don't want to squash that meringue, so quite a soft touch. Remember, you can do straight leg as well if you'd rather. Glide and pull into that resistance band. There you choose. 3, 2, 1. We've got our circles to go, Bobby. Nobody wants to see that on the camera. What are you doing? Reach that leg out long and we circle for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Right, we're up onto our feet. I need that now, Bobby, thank you. Good boy. Usually he's jumping around, so it's pretty calm for him just sitting still. So, we have our feet slightly wider than hip width. We turn our toes out to the side. We're going to sink into a squat, but I want you to push your knees wide into that band. And then as you breathe out, come back up straight. Breath in on the lower, breath out on the lift. If we look from the side, we're trying to avoid this happening. Okay, so nice straight back. We come down, or the opposite extreme, and this happening, ribs coming forwards. Okay, so we're just trying to find that balance. Bobby's wondering what on earth's going on. Up and down. So look at where your knee finishes that movement. So ideally it wants to be right over the centre of your foot, so you're not squatting like that, okay? You can hear my knees there a little crunchy. Got some musical knees going on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet back to parallel. Grab your long band. We're going to step onto the long band. I'm going to show you this side on. So feet hip width apart, pointing forwards. Got a lot of tension on the band now. And then pull into the band, stand up straight. We hinge into the hips. We allow the knees to soften slightly. And we lower the chest down, nearly parallel to the floor. And then as you breathe out, pull up and into that resistance band, stack yourself up straight. So in, breath lower, out, breath and lift. Trying to keep your back nice and straight. So a little lift of the chest, a little lift of the tailbone. Keep those spinal muscles active as we go. Cool, we'll do another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go of either end of the band. Go into that little hinge. Just move mine out of the way. Hands onto the hips this time. Hold it there. Keep your left leg where it is. With your right leg, we're going into a skater. We're tapping it in, tapping it out. Pelvis doesn't twist. This knee sits right above your ankle, so it's not over your foot, okay? So we keep the shin nice and vertical. If you want to challenge this movement, move your band down. Make the lever longer. Make it harder to work into. Okay, tap it out, tap it in. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, swap it over, fold under the hip, tap out. Ground down through your heel of that supporting leg. Just a little bend in the knee. Most of the bend comes from your hip, from your waist. Create a crease in your hip joint. Tap it in, tap it out. Ground down through the heel, into the ground. +5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we make that movement bigger? Okay, so you might want to start with on your knees. Get a feel for it first, and you can always bring it down. So we're going to reach the arms back, open the chest, tap it out to the side. And as you come up and in, reach to the ceiling. Tap it down and out. Oh, nearly lost my balance there. Reach up. Watch where you finish that lunge, finish that side lunge. The shin still wants to be pretty vertical. So the knee is still over the ankle and not traveling forward over the foot. In breath, drive up on the out breath. Still watch twisting. So we don't want to end up rotating backwards here. We're still just going out to the side, up and in. Nice, let's change it, other side, tap it out. Reach it to the ceiling. Takes a few just to figure out where your weight needs to be. I think you got it. Lift, lower. Make that reach quite active, like you're trying to pull your shoulder blades away from your ears. Keep your chest nice and open. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good. We're going to tap it back into a scooter now instead. I'll go side on so you can see. Go and weight onto my left leg, forward fold. Tap it back, tap it in. Now remember again, you can bring that band around your ankles to challenge that stability. But even more important now that you don't twist. So as you push back with your right leg, you're not rotating through your spine. Yeah, imagine headlamps in the front of your pelvis. They shine straight, they shine forward the whole time. Good, tap it out. Okay, I'm going to make this one harder straight away. So, same thing, we're going to open the chest, step it back, and then we come up to the ceiling. Now, if you want to challenge this, work on your balance. As you come up, can we go single leg? As you go back, tap it, up to you. If the only thing with coming to single leg is that mini loop might just ride up your leg a little bit, but you choose. Good. Lift, tap. You don't have to go the same speed, you can slow it down a little bit if you need to, but emphasis all on this glute on this left hand side. 4. You look in the cushions there, Bobby. 3. Hello. 2. 1. Hold it. Start with your taps. Stabilize now through your right hip, through your right glute. Middle taps. In and out. Move the band down if you want to. Challenge your movement. In and out. Good. And then just like before, we'll take it into that reach. So we go. Hands down, reach those hands to the ceiling. Breath in, breath out. Tap, reach. Do you mind, Bobby? Making lots of noise there. You're biting your leg. Good. Up and down. Nearly there. Try and stay long through your spine. Fingertips reaching back, shoulder blades sliding down. Good, nearly there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step out of your mini loop. Last round. We're going to take the band. You're going to step your left foot onto the band. Walk it down so you've got some tension. So we did this on 2 feet before, fold it over, stand it up. I'm going to try and take it to a single leg. Now balance is key here. Hopefully mine is on form today. Try and keep your hips again nice and straight so that we're not twisting through the lower back. That wasn't a very good one. Okay, as an option, if this feels too challenging on your balance, you can always keep a tiptoe down on your back foot. Just gives you a little bit more support, and then when you feel ready, she says as she wobbles, we're going to add that lift of the leg. Final 5. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Let's switch it over. Other side. Same thing. Whoop. Find the balance. Over we go. Point the toes. Stack it straight. The more tension here, the better. Don't be afraid to increase the tension in your band. It's going to help just connect you a little bit more so you feel more balanced, less wobbly. Bless you. Okay. Last bit of work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Amazing. Oops, sorry, Poppy. I didn't mean to get you there. Good boy. All right, we're going to finish with a roll down. Put the band down, plant your feet so they're hip width apart, pointing forwards. And then we go chin to chest. And we're going all the way down. When you get down to the bottom, swaying the arms left to right. And we come back to reach the middle. And then we roll all the way up. Circle on the arms at the top. And you're done.